Here's why I don't wear sunscreen. Number one, I don't want to put things on my body that I wouldn't eat, that I can't pronounce.
If you're wearing sunscreen, it is supposed to, help you prevent, sun damage, all that good stuff. You know what's actually doing when you wear sunscreen? It's messing up your estrogen levels, it's messing with your hormones.
The American Academy of Dermatology says there's a dangerous trend going on being fueled by social media of young people recommending you either don't wear sunscreen or you make your own. But that can leave you vulnerable to the sun's damaging rays, of course. And joining us now to discuss is dermatologist Dr. Lauren Fine with Fine Dermatology. Welcome back.
Thanks
Always
for
good
having
to have
me.
you. So this is a trend we're seeing, huh?
It is a trend, and it's not music
Drives
to
you
my
crazy.
ears. It does, because we have now known for well over 30 years, 40 years, that UV rays, sunlight, is called it's a carcinogen, meaning it causes cancer. Being out in the sun, unprotected, not wearing sunscreen, not covered up, we know can increase your rates of really all skin cancers. And if there are fears about ingredients in sunscreens, chemicals, I can assure you that no link has been found between sunscreen ingredients causing cancer. Other myths people have, nothing so far has been proven to cause cancer, unlike going outside without sunscreen on.
Getting that sunburn.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about this, because there's that other thing where people are saying you can make your own sunscreen. You're saying you really can't.
No, that is also not music to my ears. There are, obviously, if you look at the labels on sunscreens, many different types of ingredients that can be used as sunscreens, but these are in very specific quantities, percentages of active ingredients. There is nothing out there that has confidently concluded that your own homemade sunscreen is going to be as effective as any sunscreen that you can go buy from a drugstore.
Okay, so let's talk about this then, because I know for me personally, when I use certain I have to be really careful about the sunscreens I use, because it can cause a rash. One of the videos I saw that you guys sent, they were saying they were complaining because it was causing them to break out in acne. So if you do want to buy the best sunscreen and you're worried about, maybe how it's going to impact your skin, what do you recommend?
Sure. So like I said, there are different sunscreen ingredient types. So sunscreens, if you're one of those people that gets rashy or itchy or your skin gets red, you want to look for what we call mineral or physical sunscreen ingredients. In this country, the main ones are either zinc or titanium dioxide.
Okay.
Those are considered chemical-free. Those ingredients can also be found in combination with our traditional chemical sunscreen ingredients, the most common ones being what we call avobenzone, oxybenzone, but there's a whole list of different chemical ingredients. But sticking chemical-free, the physical ingredients, if you, for sensitive skin, for babies.
Okay, so give me an example then. What are some of the things that we should look at when we're turning that sunscreen around and we want to stay away from the chemical-based sunscreens? Are there certain words, probably a lot that we can't pronounce, that we should be looking for?
And in different countries have different laws and regulations regarding what can be considered a sunscreen ingredient. But right now in the U.S., it's zinc and titanium dioxide are the only two non-chemical sunscreens. But I think everyone really needs to take a few steps back and think, if someone is out there publicizing that you shouldn't be using sunscreen for X, Y, and Z, they need to be providing alternatives, like sun protective clothing, like not being outside during peak hours. And none of these influencers that you're seeing on TikTok or Instagram are really even making that point, because, again, nothing has changed. The WHO classification of UV light as a carcinogen that was originally in year 2000, almost over 20 years ago. Yeah, and even we have studies from the early to mid 20th century showing a strong link between UV exposure and really all types of skin cancer.
Okay,
so if you're not going to be wearing sunscreen, you need to be protecting your skin in other ways.
Okay, so again, if we go to the drugstore, we just want to find a chemical-free one and with the items that you mentioned, and then we should be fine. Dr. Fine, always a pleasure to have you in here. Fine Dermatology is the place to go for more information on Dr. Fine, and we'll be right back.